Welcome to Wisdom PU College of Science, Neet Academy, Bidar, Karnataka. Respected dear parents and students, warm greetings to all. My name is Mohan Reddy Tiguri. I am Neet and JE faculty. I have 7 years experience teaching in Neet and JE mains. I worked in so many reputed colleges overall India like Sri Chaitanya, Narayana and Ramakrishna institutions. I have been working since 1 year in Wisdom PU College, Science and Neet Academy, Bidar, Karnataka. Here I will guide you important points regarding to the Neet 2025 exam regarding to the chemistry subject. I will share to you few points, the questions coming from the which areas, important areas, and how to we have to attempt the questions 100% confidently and surely without fear. The questions coming from NCERT textbooks, majorly which is present in the form of the examples, exercise, in-text problems, NCERT example problems, and previous year questions. Neet toppers do differently in the crucial 3 hours. What we have to do, what student have to do means, first student have to overview the question paper, first 5 minutes. We should not choose the answers. First we have to check all the questions are they perfectly present or not present, and later the time is divided into the 3 parts. First part for the easy questions, and second part for the moderate questions, and third part for the challenges questions. First we have to solve the easy questions, later we have to solve the moderate questions, and later we have to solve the challenges questions. Challenges questions means which will take the more time, nearly 3 to 4 minutes it will take, and some of the difficult problems will come and contradiction concepts are there. Such type of questions we have to use for the last 1/3 time. And next one, points I have to remember during the writing the exam, which are very important. First point is read the question and properly. Some of the students without reading the question properly, they are choosing the answer. For suppose they are asking the correct statement or incorrect statement. Otherwise in organic chemistry, major product or minor product, without checking this word properly they are choosing the answer, sometimes which leads to get the wrong answer. You should not do this type of the mistakes in exam. And next one, check the unit conversions. Unit conversions are the very important. In chemical kinetics, what they are given the units, moles they are giving or molarity they were given, properly we have to check there. In numerical problems, identify the required values when they gave the indirectly. Sometimes the values they will twist. At the time we have to take the properly that values and we have to substitute. Then only we can get the correct answer. And next point, properly substituting values with its signs. Properly substituting and properly calculating, which is very important. That means simplification. If you have taken the minus instead of the plus, answer will become the wrong. If you have taken the plus, if you have taken instead of the minus, answer also will become the wrong. Okay, what are the signs? Plus sign, then plus means plus only we have to take, and minus means minus only we have to take, and values are the values and its signs are the very important. And next one, here we have to remember the questions they are asking the which form means. First one, graph based questions. Graph based questions means chemical kinetics, electrochemistry, solution chapters. From these chapters majorly they are asking. Slope and intercept concept is very important. And next point, percentage type questions. Percentage type questions means they will give the values in the form of the percentage values. For example, pure vapor pressure equal to the P naught and solution vapor pressure is 80% of the pure solvent vapor pressure. Like this one, they will give the values and we have to take the values properly from the given question. And next one, ratio type questions. How many times orbit energy is helium plus 2 helium plus ion? First they will give the hydrogen atom nth orbit energy, and we have to compare the that energy to the in helium plus ion nth orbit, which is how many times. That means we have to find the like this one ratio type questions. And next one, limiting reagent. Limiting reagent is very important for the physical chemistry and some basic concept of chemistry. Limiting reagent is the quantity of the products decided by the limiting reagent in the chemical reactants. In chemical reactants, which chemical reactant is consuming the first quickly, such type of reactants are called the limiting reagents. Definitely there is a chance to ask the question from the this type of the questions or from this question. And next one, rearrangement questions, rearrangement reaction questions. Rearrangement reactions, this type of the questions frequently we can observe in the organic chemistry. Ring expansion reactions are there, and during the electrophilic addition of the HBr to the alkenes, there is a mechanism is the rearrangement. Through the rearrangement we have to follow the and we have to choose the major product here. Assertion and reason type questions, they will give assertion and reason both they will give. If both assertion and reason is correct, reason is correct explanation of the assertion or not correct explanation of the assertion, which is very important. When you have proper knowledge about the statement, then you can choose the here correct option for the assertion and reason type questions. And last one, matching type questions. One side they will give the in column few options, and on other column they will give the other few options. We have to match the properly and we have to choose the here proper correct answer. And next one, let we see the few examples here. If you observing this question came I was given from the chemical context. A reactant molecule convert into the B product molecule. Rate constant K is 2.303 into 10 power minus 3 second inverse. The time required for initial concentration reduced from 1 mole to the 0.4 moles. That means here what is the initial concentration and what is the final concentration, which is very important. Formula is the T equal to the 2.303 by K into log A naught by A, where A naught is the initial concentration and A is the final concentration. Final concentration means after some time T, reactant's concentration left, that is called the here A, where T equal to the 2.303 by 2.303 into 10 power minus 3 second inverse log initial concentration reduced from, that means initial concentration equal to the 1 molar to 0.4 molar, that means reduced to 0.4 molar. That means final concentration of the reactant molecule is the here 0.4 molar. If you are simplifying this value, we are getting the here 397 seconds. If you are observing the here same question, same values are there, but word meaning is the different here. Rate constant K is the 2.303 into 10 power minus 3 seconds. The time required for initial concentration reduces 0.4 molar from initial concentration. That means initial concentration equal to the 1 molar and final concentration is equal to the here 0.6. Here they are said the here concentration reduces 0.4 molar. That means 1 minus 0.4 equal to the 0.6. But here reduced from 1 molar to 0.4. That means final concentration is equal to the here 0.4. Here we have to take the 0.4 and here we have to take the here 0.6. At the time this value will become the 222 seconds, which is very important questions. These type of the values definitely there is a chance to ask in the NEET exam. And next one, organic chemistry rearrangement reaction. If you are observing this reactant molecule 3,3 dimethyl but1ene reacting with the HBr, which is electrophilic addition reaction. First alkene is attacked by the H plus ion from the HBr. It leads to form the carbocation. This is the secondary carbocation. The secondary carbocation can be undergoing the rearrangement two ways. First one is the secondary carbocation, it can be converted into the primary carbocation, and it can be converted into the tertiary carbocation also by exchanging the proton from the terminal carbon, which leads to form the primary carbocation, and by exchanging the methyl group leads to form the tertiary carbocation. Here tertiary carbocation is the more stable, then the secondary carbocation, and then the primary carbocation. So tertiary carbocation is the most stable, and finally nucleophile Br minus, which is attacking on the tertiary carbon, leads to form this product. This product compound IUPAC nomenclature is the 2-bromo 2,3 dimethyl butane is the here major product. And let me see the one more example here, rearrangement reaction. If you are observing the here, bromine is the here leaving group. After leaving the bromine here, we are getting the here carbocation. This is the secondary carbocation, and hydrogen is shifted to here, and by rearranging the here, that means rearrangement 1,2 hydrate shift, then we are getting the here tertiary carbocation. Tertiary carbocation is more stable than the secondary carbocation. Then this tertiary carbocation is attacked by the nucleophile of the water molecule, and it will form the water molecule here. Bromine, which is taken the deprotonation, that means which is taken the proton from this molecule and leads to form the here water molecule alcohol here. Then here major product is the here, this one is here, this is the expected product, but this is the major product here. And next one, now let me discuss the organic reaction conversions. In exam how they will ask. First let me take the benzene, let me do the nitration of the benzene. Nitration of the benzene will give the nitrobenzene. Again let me do the here electrophilic substitution reaction, Br2 plus Fe3, Lewis base salt here, iron 3 salts, iron 3 salts acting as a here Lewis acid. Then nitrobenzene is converted into the metabromo nitrobenzene. Why the bromine is attacking on the meta position to the NO2 group means here NO2 group here which is acting as a electron withdrawing group. This electron withdrawing group which is withdrawing the electron density from the ortho position and para position. During this process electron density is less at the ortho position and para position. So incoming electrophile should attacking on the meta position only, because of the at that time in meta position more electron density is present. And one more thing here, electrophiles are the electron deficient species. Due to this reason bromine which is attacking on the meta position to the NO2. And next one, if you are adding the tin plus HCl, the role of the reagent is nitro group is converted into the amine group, NO2 is converted into the NaH2, then this compound name is the metabromoaniline. And next one, if you are adding the diazonium salts mixture, that means NaNO2 plus HCl at 0 to 5 Celsius, NaH2 group is converted into the diazonium salts, like this one will come here. Later if you are adding the water and boiling here, then N2 plus Cl minus group is replaced by the OH, benzene diazonium chloride. This diazonium chloride group is converted into the here OH. Then final product is the metabromophenol is the product here. And next one, second one, benzoic acid is treated with the ammonium hydroxide. Benzoic acid is the acid and ammonium hydroxide is the base. Then acid reacting with the base to form the salt. Then ammonium benzoate will be formed here. If I heating this strongly, this compound will be formed. And next one, this compound which is reacting with the bromine plus KOH, This reagent name is the here Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction. When you are adding the Br2 plus KOH, amide functional group is converted into the aniline. That means here benzamide converted into the aniline and one carbon atom less than the parent molecule. Okay, this reaction is called the Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction. And next one, aniline reacting with the bromine water. Bromine water means water is the polar solvent and NH2 is the highly activating the benzene ring. So, which will give the trisubstituted bromo aniline. That means here product is the 2, 4, 6 tribromo aniline is the here major product. And next one, benzyl chloride reacting with the KCl. Cyanide is the here embedent ligand. So, here two types of the nucleophiles are there, carbon nucleophile is there and nitrogen nucleophile is there, but here potassium is present. Potassium carbon bond is the more ionic nature. So, here carbon nucleophile which is attacking here, then here Cl is replaced by the Cn here, then we will form this type of the substituted compound. Again cyanides undergoing the reduction with the lithium aluminum hydride. At the time cyanide functional group is converted into the amines. This type of the reagent, this type of the reactions and conversions are the very important in the NEET exam. We have to remember these points here. Here calculate the mass of non-volatile solute. Its molar mass is the 40, which should be dissolved in 114 grams of the octane to reduce its vapor pressure to the 80%. That means here we have to find the how many grams of the non-volatile solute they were added here. Here formula is the relative lowering vapor pressure. Formula is relative lowering vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of the solute, where P naught is the pure vapor pressure of the solvent, where Ps is the solution vapor pressure, and this is the mole fraction of the solute. According to the problem, when you are adding the x grams of the non-volatile solute, its molar mass is the 40 and which should be dissolved in 114 grams of the octane and reduced its vapor pressure to the 80%. That means initial pure vapor pressure we have to consider the 100 and reduce it to 80%. That means solution final vapor pressure equal to the 80 by 100 and mole fraction of the octane means here moles of the octane by moles of the octane plus moles of the non-volatile solute, moles of the solute. Gram molecular weight of the octane is 114 grams. The number of moles of the octane equal to the here 114 by 114 equal to the 1 mole. Let us substitute these values here, x by 40, where x equal to the weight of the solute and 40 is the molar mass of the solute, and if you are simplifying this one we are getting the here 5x equal to the x plus 40 and 4x equal to the 40 and x equal to the 10 grams. That means by dissolving the 10 grams of the non-volatile solute, its molar mass is the 40 grams per mole, then vapor pressure of the solution is decreases to the 80%. Like this type of the questions will come, we have to take the properly P naught value and Ps value. Okay, now let me discuss the how they will ask the questions from the graph based questions. If you are observing this graph here, graph drawn between the half life time and initial concentration of the reactant molecules for the zero order reaction. We have the one of the equation here, T half equal to the A naught by 2K for the zero order reaction half life time. That means for the zero order reaction half life time is directly proportional to the initial concentration of the reaction reactant molecule. Then here we have to get the here straight line like this one, but when you are taken the half life time versus the initial concentration of the reactant molecule for the first order reaction, we are getting the parallel line to the here y axis. Equation is here half life time is equal to the 0.693 by k. That means here half life time is independent on the initial concentration of the reactant molecules for the first order reaction. So if you are changing the initial concentration of the reactant molecule, half life time does not going to be the here changing. This type of the graphs maybe can ask definitely here. And next one, if you are observing this type of the graph here, slope and intercept here, this is the negative slope, this is the negative slope. When you draw the equation for the first order reaction here, then here log a minus x equal to the log a minus k by 2.303 into t. Then here slope equal to the here minus k by 2.303 here. Here slope is the negative slope, so this line is fall on the here x axis. But if you are taken the here rate of reaction versus the initial concentration of the reactant molecule, which is starting from the origin, because of the there is no here intercept. And here if you observing the here rate of reaction versus the initial concentration of the reactant molecule for the zero order reaction. For the zero order reaction, rate of reaction is independent on the initial concentration of the reactant molecules. So here we are getting the here parallel line to the y axis here. Here slope and intercept concept is very important. There is definitely they can ask the one question from the this graphs here. During the writing the NEET exam, time management and speed and accuracy, which is very important. When you are solving the for student, grand test papers are the very important, because of the if you are solving the more number of the grand test papers, you can understand the more different types of the questions, how they will ask in different ways the same question only. You can understand and you will get the practice, and easily you can attempt the in NEET exam any type of the questions. However, they are twisting the question also. Thank you for giving this opportunity to me. Chairman sir, Mr. Mohammad Asifuddin sir, and Secretary sir, Mohammad Salahuddin Farhan sir, Secretary of the Wisdom Campus, Wisdom College. Make stronger and NEET repeater batches starting from the 16th June 2025. Wisdom PU College of Science and NEET Academy, Bidar, Karnataka, providing the separate classes and separate hostel for the boys and girls. This is the new campus for the boys, and this is the girls campus here. Here we have experienced faculties and good environment, and we will provide the more logics to this about this subject here. For any queries, this is my contact number 8985132720. You can text the message to this WhatsApp number. I will reply to you. All the best for everyone, NEET aspirants.